Semi-final. This one will decide who goes to the grand final. Is it Team Liquid or Team Secret? Let's find out.
Team Liquid, Team Secret. One of these two teams is heading to the grand finals of the first major of the season here at ESL ONE Hamburg. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be that MVP? We'll have to find out together as Blitz and I are going to cast through this game for you. Blitz, how'd you feel about the draft so far? I feel like it's somewhat standard on both sides.
Yeah, nothing too surprising. I think the line is the thing that throws me off the most. It's the only hero that doesn't like quite belong there.
Yeah.
But even that is kind of okay.
Yeah, and it'll work out decently, right? It's just a solid disabler. It can burst down the wisp. That sounds okay to me.
Yeah, and oftentimes they want to put Yapzor on a hero that just has some kind of way to kill a bunch of creeps at once. Line is one of those best. And Ben said that he didn't think that this line was going to get Ags and is level 20. I would wager that you were wrong. That's Yapzor.
That's Yapzor playing the Lion, and Puppey on the Night Stalker. So we all know who's going to be taking the front priority between those two. Yapzor, the big playmaker of the two of them. Puppey, the quieter captain, assisting his team through wards. Mind Control's going to go for the classic Batrider play. Slips his way behind the tier 1 tower. Gets a ward down. He's going to cut that first creep wave. Hope to be able to pick up level 2. I say that. You actually don't get level 2 anymore off the first wave. Just shy of it.
It's still really nice to do, though.
Yeah.
It kind of helps out the lanes quite a bit. And a man.
The battle begins.
A Blood Rage up Puppey who's going to get charged. And this is what we wanted to see. The line spike against the Spirit Breaker charge.
I'll take that.
Very easily telegraphed. Makes for easier spikes.
That's
First
a really
game
nice stat.
that Miracle has played a hero for the second time. Interesting.
He really likes playing multitude of heroes, and they're not careful. You might not get the opportunity to add more heroes to that list.
Yeah. See the Batrider already going through that pull. Now they picked up the Juggernaut. The panel was saying it's a good matchup versus the Batrider. You just not have to worry too much about your laning phase. And you kind of see that. Secret are willing to leave that Juggernaut alone because Puppey and Yapzor have combined their powers together to battle up against Kuro. But Kuro does have the assistance of GH. Makes it at least gonna go for a charge away, but Void is gonna be able to stop him. Oh no, Kuro! He oversteps his bounds as the Spirit Breaker frontliner and ends up going down to Team Secret, an early first blood.
And meanwhile, up at top, Pugna getting absolute free farm. This tri-lane on tri-lane situation mid is going to favor Secret, especially after the first blood that they managed to pick up. And
Ace is going to be run down here. He already went through his spin, so Mind Control going to get a little extra damage on him. Meanwhile, we saw Miracle try and go on Fada as GH made the rotation across. But Yapzor is pretty much following GH around right now. It's going to make this 1v1 into a 2v2.
Yeah, and so far so good as Secret continuing to just farm. This time around, though, Matema Man is getting a pretty free laning phase.
This
kind of goes both ways, though.
This is a losing thing, right? I mean, I feel like unless I'm looking at a Razor or a Viper, like Bloodseeker just wins these mid lane matchups because he always gets so many denied.
Yeah, and he's gonna start to pull ahead, but it's this top lane right now, and
the stun too. GH. Oh no, they missed it.
I
The Earth Spike, just a little too late.
That was a little greedy. He was trying not to stack it up, but I think if he just fires it off there, the right click is enough with the damage to get the kill.
And at very least, even if he does get the tether off, say he's only like one hit away, Fada can just charge forward.
Yeah, but instead, he's got 2 bottle charges on him. Gonna continue to cycle through those, and Fada continues to have a very good time up at this top lane, but really at bottom.
You would say this is probably an evenly matched lane, this 1v1, the Batrider versus the Juggernaut?
I think the Jug is favored, because it's easier for him to CS. You've played Batrider before.
Yeah, it's like you're trying sticky napalm, but really the only way to beat out a Juggernaut is if you're going to have like a couple of sticky napalm stuff. Right clicks are still.
And CSing as a Batrider it feels pretty bad. You got one of the worst.
You're like 49 damage or something.
And the good news right now for Secret is that
GH might just be in trouble. The blast not gonna hit GH here.
Ooh, that blast connects, but Puppey is
A lot of
going for
damage
it
on
right
the
now.
Miracle.
And Miracle just thinking about.
He's waiting for the
right
tether
click.
forward, and now the tether does come as the charge comes through, but Puppey's not immediately able to jump on a GH like he was hoping for. Fada pops a Fairy Fire, gets a little bit more damage out, managed to get the trap
Gets
fly
the
on
trap.
himself. He's running away.
They got
Kuro,
the
he's
kill.
actually one step ahead. He gets the healing salve off. That is beautiful play from Fada. Transformed into an off laner, and what a beautiful play here in this game 3 of Team Liquid versus Secret.
Did Kuro, okay.
Yep, suicide into Roshan. Not sure if that was intentional or he just got bashed in inopportune time. Either way.
Very sure that was intentional, as mid one doesn't have his Ghost Shot available, and PimpmuckL committing for this, but with the heal and the Fairy Fire up, he's taking a lot of damage from the tower.
Why doesn't he have Ghost Shroud for just the efficiency?
A lot of people skip it nowadays.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's
Not feeling it?
a little bit greedier, but overall it makes the lane a lot easier to play.
Yeah. I was just thinking like Heartstopper Orange. It's going to be rectified by the fact that PimpmuckL is going to be able to get last hits, including that one on mid one.
That was huge. Getting a solo kill, he's now going to be a full level ahead.
Yeah, and he's going to have the opportunity for another kill with the Rupture that's coming up.
And that's the downside. If you kill somebody without Rupture, then they TP in mid, and now your escape mechanic is gone.
Yeah, so that's why Secret do have to bring some heroes to mid quite soon. The Rupture is up right now.
They're gathered around that area, and Liquid, this is their saving grace so far, is that PimpmuckL got that solo kill, and he is doing quite well for himself.
Kuro.
Puppey and Kuro getting into a old teammate battle.
1v1 of hard 5 position. Kuro is the first one to blink here.
And Yapzor just trying to set up creeps. I thought for a second he was going to last hit.
There's
and
the Rupture play on the mid one. The TP's coming in from the Lion. Those disables combined with the tower is going to make it a little bit difficult, but the charge coming in, nice. He managed to get the Hex off before the charge actually hits mid one and would have bumped him back. And now Kuro's quite low. He actually goes for the TP out. Both GH and PimpmuckL are dangerously low. PimpmuckL is trying to get these kills in order to stay alive, but he's not going to make it. Puppey gets the Void just in time. A 2-for-1 trade-off to the favor of Secret.
And they did not expect Necrophos to
and
at
even
level
more.
5 skill that. Miracle.
They do get that big nuke, but it's not quite enough. Fada does have vision, but he's not going to be able to make it out of here. The charge onto him. They're just going to try and run him down.
Yeah, just going to deal a lot of damage here.
So he's going to be run down. Fada seems like got a little too aggressive on a Miracle. Just barely shy of that kill, too.
And I thought for a second he'd go over for something crazy like Mango Declares, but I think he's still dead there.
Yeah.
The stun was cooling off. They would have chased him down. Didn't quite make it up there anyways, but PimpmuckL continues to farm. Unfortunately for him, that death is going to cost his lead a little bit.
Yeah. Same goes with Fada, though. His death in the top lane, because he was doing very well, 27 and 8 right now compared to the 26 and 3 of the Sven. So, considering it is an off lane, I would definitely consider that a win for Secret.
Kuro thought about charging Fada, but Pugna not really in that position. And Mind Control, one of the best heroes at dealing with this Necrophos, can just sticky him 2 or 3 times and immediately make the move. The Ghost Shot will kill him even faster.
Mind Control found an invis room. But, Secret did have a ward down.
Also, nobody's bottom for like 2 straight minutes.
Yeah. But Mid-Wan is still going to be caught here, it looks like. He's trying to run off the Rupture, so Mind Control doesn't actually get in range of the lasso. Bloodright is going to land just outside of the range there.
Yeah, Mind Control pops the Firefly, but it's been a while now since he's been missing from bottom. This Juggernaut finally starting to pick up some free farm in his absence as Secret.
Full rotation coming up.
And I think they're going to be pretty happy with this laning phase so far, although
Fada's going to get gone on right as the supports in here, so they could turn this around if he gets the correct play off as well as the stun. That's a beautiful setup. Fada turns around, managed to get a big nuke off, and now Ace is here as well, so the Sven's going to be in big trouble. Ace just hoping to be able to get the hold on shot. He doesn't even need it. He's just going to go ahead and get the spin kill. Kuro is going to have to run himself away from this one. A full retreat for the captain of Team Liquid, leaving his allies to die 6-3 now. Secret taking a very early lead.
they have just straight up ruined Miracle's game.
But PimpmuckL, he's getting a lot of last hits, so Deathpulse is helping him regen up, and he's going to be able to get the Ghost Shroud, but it looks like this Bloodright play could be enough. Mid-One's going to go for the TP out. They don't have a stun nor enough damage to be able to bring him down, and back home he goes.
Yeah, fully completed Veil, and Yapzor's line Or that ended up happening. He's done so much already. The double stuns, very effective against the Spirit Breaker so far. And this has been their counter. How will it work out is Yapzor already level 5.
I mean, it's only going to get better, right? Once you get Finger of Death against the Wisp.
Against anybody on Liquid's lineup at this point, Finger Death almost always leads to a kill. The downside though, oftentimes with Lion, is they run him in that 5 position role, and you have like a level 3 Lion in 10 minutes that has one of the worst boost speeds in the game. He can't afford himself a Blink Dagger, and so he becomes a liability in these fights. But in this situation, Yapzor, playing the 4 position line, is getting quite a bit of farm, which is interesting considering he has a Night Stalker on his team.
Bada's Pugna is trying to make his way down to bottom lane, wants to be able to stay in lane against the Sven. And defend his tower. At the same time, Ace is trying to threaten the structures are fortified. Miracle goes ahead, pops the God Strain.
Goes out the stun, hoping to catch, but unable to do so. And Secret gonna defend their tier 1 tower, and Liquid repelled once again from this bottom area as the rupture comes on.
Yeah, they just saw a lot of heroes, so they feel comfortable going for this mid lane kill. Mid 1 does have TPs. Ready to help him out. He's going to go for the TP out. Trendwise here as well, but the charge is going to be able to stop that TP. Ace comes in. They've got the Reaper side. They have enough damage. Maybe no, but GH mitigates it just enough that he's not going to be able to die for the blast. Finish off both of them. Looks like the Necropulse caught inside the lasso, but it's not enough either. He doesn't burn underneath the Firefly. Now GH is going to be caught as well. Decrepify blast, and Ace, an easy double kill for him. Liquid are getting destroyed by Secret in this game 3, just like they did in game 2.
They are trying to force things a little bit too much, and they are suffering for it. You notice there are 2 supports struggling with levels right now. Hasn't really been able to do too much. This Spirit Breaker and this Wisp, they're not supposed to be this far behind, and Yapzor is about to hit his level 6. There's a tome available for him shortly, and this mid tower is getting assaulted, but with no mana on any of the heroes, they're going to back up. Still, I think they're going to be really satisfied with their haul.
Oh, absolutely.
Double damage.
And Puppey ends up going for an Iron Talon. Is farming up a little bit more.
Well, I guess if you're going to be buying fourth, but you still want to get farm on a Night Stalker, there's no sense not being able to get like Medallion, maybe an Aghanims later on to the game.
Yeah,
Night Stalker does see a lot of farming time during daytime.
It's going to be Puppey that picks up the tome. And you are correct. During the time it is. What else is there to do? Secret, they're just letting Liquid crash into them, and they're just not breaking.
Blast after blast. In mid lane, is about to fall.
And mid 1 about to hit his level 10. Very good.
Don't have a blast to finish out that tower though.
Fancy footwork. Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Blood Secret gets the deny, but that's still a very early mid tower being taken. Bada using the shrine doesn't really even care. As now they make their way down, there is a ward there, and Miracle's just going to farm out the jungle. And how are we looking on stack so far?
Yeah, Miracle needs some big ancient attacks to get back in this game. He did not have a fun laning phase, that's for sure. He had 2 stack instead of ancient.
At the top.
Control goes for the TP out right next to the creep wave, so feeling comfortable with that Ace didn't actually have on slash.
And now Nighttime Puppey, level 6, making his way forward. GH.
Yapzor coming in. Maybe they can kill Sven here. Oh, they definitely can. They've got a huge burst of magic damage coming in with the Reaper's Sight. GH, who didn't have his level 6 to be able to relocate his body out, is also going to be caught here. Trying to go for the tether, got silenced up right as Puppey came in. Yapzor is able to finish him off with a Finger of Death.
A lot of gold now coming on the side of Secret as they're up 2k gold, 12 to 3.
Oh, Mike is excuse me, Ace is going to get caught here. Managed to get the rupture plus the lasso. Waiting till the last second. Good play from Liquid. They needed something. Crap, they were getting run over this game.
Dire structures are
Secret.
fortified against all
Now they're going to push out bottom tower as Yapzor has fired his gun, so not going to have anything available for quite some time.
Bottom tower is under attack.
That's for 2 minutes down.
Necropulse is already level 10. He's got the 40 damage. Yeah. Making him make chipping down these towers. So
The storm has spoken.
Now,
Oh, cover your eyes.
is going to
Dire's
end
bottom
as
tower
Secret.
is taking a drubbing.
They're very happy with everything they've gone so far. They've knocked down all the tier 1 towers. And they don't even really have a pushing lineup. They were just kind of able to do it on the back of this Necro more than even the Pugna.
GH desperately need his level 6.
Yes. They all need their level 6.
Spiritbreaker doesn't have his either. I was like, who are you talking about? I thought it would just be the Wisp. Nope, Crow's level
4 at 13 minutes.
Oh, he's not living the life. That is not the fun life of a Spiritbreaker. You're supposed to be level 6, running around, getting kills. Yeah. Not this guy.
The upside, though, is because they've been splitting so much XP with Potter, he has a little bit up the level.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good trade.
Oh, yeah. They've been constantly grouping up with this Pugna to allow him to take all these tier 1 towers. As you said, as a result, he's under leveled, yes, but it has been an impossible duo for Liquid to be able to defend, right? Like, being able to have a Necrophos and a Pugna. You can't get a strong initiation on either one of those without the other interfering. So.
Secret. They don't have their Finger of Death quite yet, but they do want to make this play. And hopefully every single time Finger of Death is up, for Secret anyways, they want to nab a kill within 30 seconds until that's available to them. And on the other side of things, GH, stacking as much as he possibly can. He's going to be successful with that too. Really nice stack by him.
Top tower. Can its end be drawing nigh?
God, strength, just keep on going, but man, he's going to get a blade mail to try and make himself a little bit sooner. Maybe he can fight Secret a bit better soon. They go for one of these tier 2s, but they just let another tower drop. Tier 2, top lane, gone. And Secret are rapidly homing in on that tier 2 mid. And I'm beginning to wonder how far does Liquid let Secret push them?
Can its end
Yeah,
be
they're
drawing
taking
nigh?
pretty far right now in Secret. They don't want a passive farming game like they did in the last game. This time around, they don't have that ancient clear that they did with the Magnus. It's Liquid that wants the pace of the game to slow down quite a bit. That's why Secret should push down these tier 2 towers. Liquid should take advantage of this time.
He even got a blast on that tier 3. So Secret's just, they're down to assault Liquid's base over and over again until Liquid finally make the stop.
Strong walls in place. Dire structures are fortified.
Control. He's just here with Kuro. There's no real play that they're going to be trying to make here. He's just going to pull the creep wave over on that.
And creep wave is cleared. Liquid, the backup. Firefly was expended. And during this time, Miracle just continued to farm. The correct play, I think, don't even attempt to take a fight here.
When can you take a fight if you're Liquid? Is it the Blink Daggers?
I think it would require, like, both your supports to be level 7 at least. I don't even know if 6 cuts it at this point.
Okay.
You probably need a Blink Dagger on your Sven, and maybe like half an item more.
A charge. Now, Secret do have to be careful, right? They can't split up at all because you got to bolt a Spiritbreaker and a Bat Rider into a relocate, which is exactly what's going to be happening here in the top lane. See if they get this done fast enough. They're not. The spin goes off. Ace is going to try and get some distance away from Miracle, but he's got the tether extra movement speed, so he should be able to catch Ace anyway. Good setup for a kill there for Team Liquid. And not. They're not going to head back to bottom lane. Poor side. Okay.
Somebody had to die for that, but still, very nice pickup. I thought that Ace would have gone for the TP out.
Yeah,
but elects not to.
Thought maybe the physical damage from Sven was just too much.
Yeah, that has to be the reason why they didn't go for something like that.
Minutes in, still no level 6 Spiritbreaker. Secret did not slow down whatsoever. They got that kill on Wisp and they immediately rotated towards mid, hoping to be able to catch somebody. That would have been the Bloodseeker who was farming mid, but playing it safe. Team Liquid, I think they've felt the pace of the game from Secret, the way they're setting this, constantly running at you. So they're playing it ultra safe right now, but it looks like they are going to get caught in the top lane here. The Sven is in some big time trouble. Going to be on the slash, Finger of Death, everything being thrown at him. Mind Control could do nothing to save him. In fact, may join him on that trip to the grave, especially with Mid-One here. Mind Control has no way out of this one. May not have the Reaper sight, but they're going to slow him down just enough to prevent him from getting over the cliff. And look at that. They just found 2 core kills right next to the Roshan pit. Do you need to save them?
They're massive. Still, Liquid, even with those 2 deaths, not getting way too far behind his. But Man just continues to farm. The game's not looking great for them, but it's not out of their control yet. 17 minutes and a 3k gold lead is the worst thing to deal with. Your 2 cores are still very farmed. The majority of your gold deficit comes from the fact that your supports haven't been able to do anything.
Blast. 15 to 5, 3,000 gold lead. What? A little extra on top of that now with the Aegis and the Roshan bounty. Liquid are going to continue to play off of their ancient stacks, though.
Radiant's bottom tower
They
is under attack.
really don't have a whole lot of offensive options. They just got to sit back, farm. That Secret won't be able to break the
The
base.
direst elements are pelting
It
Radiant's
just gets a
bottom
little bit too
tower.
late. Sven takes over the game.
It's not very easy for them to break the base, especially against a Bat Rider. If Mind Control can just get Firefly out, it stops a lot of that push.
And there's always the split push option, right? If Secret ever show 5, then you're going to have to whisk Sven pushing out a side lane. Still going to be able to be there to defend that fight thanks to relocate.
So Ace has the Aegis. 2 times he's been caught now in this top area, and it looked like Liquid wanted to make a third maneuver, but with nobody else on the map showing and that Aegis being there, they have to suspect that something is up as Ace gonna shove out this lane one more time, and Secret, they want to transition this into a really easy push with both tier 3 towers or tier 2 towers down in mid and at top. Any sort of pick off leads to high ground for them with this Pugna.
If they went for the play that they've been doing, right? Lasso into relocate. All of a sudden, the 4 smoked up members of Secret, boom, trap activated, great team fight, straight into a tower push, maybe even a full lane of rags. But Liquid didn't take that bait that Ace was presenting. Instead, they've been, again, playing off their off-lane camp and a push at bottom or Bat Rider.
It's very nice patience exhibited by them. It's very easy to just mindlessly go outside, try to defend down, but instead, Puppey.
Good spotted, but he's close enough to the base. He should be fine. Pugna is getting some chip damage on this tier 3.
Radiant's
Beginning to be a
bottom
bit
tower
worrying.
is under attack.
Already at half health,
Yeah.
and this is the danger about playing against Pugna. But Fada, without that creep wave readily available to him,
So
gonna have
Liquid
to
gotta
wait.
defend now. There's Secret are gonna keep going with this siege.
Ace still has, what, like 3 minutes left on his Aegis? Very unlikely that Secret gives up on this, and they're even going to drop the healing ward, force Liquid to commit to something. They're going to drop a ward right on their tower. He's going to spin.
Couple more hits on that tier 3. Liquid are gonna have to actually jump out, make the initiation. Between the blast and Ace having this Aegis really hitting that tier 3. They're gonna take that tier 3 and open up shrines, and I don't think Liquid could afford to let that happen this early on in the game.
Yeah, I guess it depends on if Yapsor's fast. If Yapsor can catch the Bat Rider as he brings in, there's no force staff available on Mind Control, so it's not easy for him to get out. And now Puppey.
Oh, they're even gonna get the burn on the Mind Control. So this is a free push forward from Ace. Gonna try and put Sven on the front line, so Ace goes ahead, throws down the spin. More damage out. Fada is taking a lot of damage from this Rupture's combination. They are going to grab him even. Take that one pick off. Now the upslash bounces around. He's going to get a Reaper side kill onto a Spirit Breaker, but they don't really care. Liquid, they've lost their hard fight position, but they will continue to take this fight. Ace does have another spin to be able to run himself out of this one. Mid one's trying to slow him down with Ghost Shroud as well. Mind Control went for the back line. They managed to get the healing ward out. A stun goes on to Ace though, trying to finish him off with the physical damage. Mind Control took out the healing ward. Game's going to be pursued out though. He goes down. Necropose is big, and he's going to get a lot of damage over time. But all of these heroes, Miracle turns and fights though. He manages to get the big kind kill. GH with the buyback comes in to relocate in to be able to help Miracle out with the extra movement speed. They might be able to kill Ace, but he's been slowed down by the Ghost Shroud. Ace trying to keep one step ahead of him. GH is going to be able to bring him back to base, so at least our Sven is going to get caught out by the 3 members of Secret right in front of that tier 3 tower. But it was not a stellar fight for Liquid.
Yeah, in mid one, absolutely full HP during that entire engagement. Ace was the target of choice for Liquid, but they were unable to do anything as now they make their second attempt.
Charge in, bump a couple of those heroes. GH trying to hide himself in the trees, but oh my god, there's so much damage from Fada. They actually take down this Sven, and GH couldn't keep the tether alive because mid-one and Puppey were zoning him out and even getting that kill. Liquid tried to defend without all of their heroes, and they're going to pay dearly for that. Not just the tier 3, but now potentially a full lane of rack. The buyback from the Sven is going to be stopping things. Secret keep on hitting that melee rack. Now Puppey's lining up right on top of him on top of Mana Rupture goes on to mid-one. Maybe they think this is the better target here with the bounce back of the flame break. If they can get a push or a pull or something, any sort of distance on mid-one to let the Rupture do a little bit more damage, maybe they could have gotten that kill, but they just don't find an opening to make that initiation.
And that's a very early set of racks taken. Oftentimes you only see something like the range racks being taken, and if you look at this mid tower, it's also in a similar position. Miracle had a buyback for that. They were unable to nab any sort of return kills. The situation is looking pretty poor right now for Team Liquid.
Yeah, they just, I don't know what really clicked for them. At game 2, I would look at it and say a little bit of draft, but Secret playing incredibly well in this game 3. are really taking it to the TI champs.
Like, they still have that tier 2 tower available at bottom lane, so even if they lose that mid-rax, all is not lost. But it's not looking any better as Fada now finishes that Atos. He is very farmed now.
You're gonna have big time kiting from the Miracle, who normally you'd like to see like a blink on the Sven. I guess it's a wisp, so the blink's not really required. He's trying to work towards the BKB right now. Necessary. Especially with that Round Atos. He is gonna get kited for days if he doesn't have that opportunity.
And this game's problematic for them because, for Liquid anyways, since they need a lot of different jumps, but they don't have it. They really only have this Bad Rider going in. The Spirit Breaker charge is just not really enough. They need to be able to pick up Fada, but at the same time they don't have any diffusals, so they can't really get through either the prep or the Ghost Shroud. And they only have one BKB breaker. Actually they have two, but the follow-up damage has to come from the Sven. Like, they need a lot of different things to go right to win a team fight.
And it seems like Liquid, or excuse me, Secret, they are not taking any chances. Watching them on the minimap, they're sticking together full 5-man as they work their way through jungles, now going for the push at bottom lane, looking to take that tier 2. They are not breaking apart whatsoever and potentially risking Liquid coming out and getting a good smoke initiation or pickup.
Yeah, now Secret smoked up. Trying to find something here. If they can find Matama, they might just use this to try to go for the high ground, but he does have a BKB, so they really need the jump from YapzOr, who needs to find the Hex. They're going the long way. They're pinging out for this right now. Mind Control might be the first.
They're going to be able to take down the initiator with the Reaper Sight. He's definitely gone. Liquid scrambling to back out. Go for the full-on TPs, everything they have. Now, fortunately, they do have a buyback, so Secret, even if they did go immediately for that tier 3 push, could have actually had a team fight, but instead Secret gonna take the safer route. Again, go for the easy goal. Tier 2, bottom lane, the shrine.
If you were Dire's bottom tower,
Secret.
you would have
Decisive moves. VP in that finals. They've been denied the opportunity a few times now, but maybe third time's the charm.
It's looking like a pretty easy road for Secret. Let's see if they don't trip up here.
is under attack.
Nighttime activated. Secret start setting up.
Dire's
Damage on that tier 3.
fallen.
Pretty much just backdooring it with a bottom
My
lane push, unlocking the
fault.
backdoor protection. You just ignore the creeps that are mid. Blast down that tier 3.
And Secret, if they absolutely want to be sure of their victory, they could just wait for Roshan again, and that's where they're pinging towards next. But that might be Liquid's avenue back into this. Bat Rider, notorious for being one of the best Roshan fighters in the game. That vision advantage is very nice for them. And his ability to see into the pit is going to be invaluable for this next engagement. He's got the 4 staff completed too. This might be Liquid, after they shove out this mid lane and this top lane, smoking to that Roshan pit if they feel like Secret's doing it.
But you would say that, like, between the two, right? Secret potentially going high ground there, or playing Roshan. It's going to be an easier fight for Liquid if they're defending their high ground, rather than venturing out into the pit.
I think you have to go for the pit. It's really hard to fight when Secret has Aegis. So you have to take one decisive move against a team that has an Aegis and a Pugna. Like, the Pugna will just blast you and force you into a situation where you have to punish him or you'll just get racks taken.
Data one. Chilling out the pin till Roshan spawned. It's easy to immediately calls Ace. They're not even bothering with spreading out or anything. They know that Liquid are not contesting them. They see too many heroes. They see one at bottom. They've got good vision around the pit. And waves. That is going to be an Aegis now for Team Secret, as well as a cheese. He's going to pick up the cheese. Looks like that was Fada rather than mid 1. Oh, no. Passed over to mid 1 there last sec.
Now here comes the death push from Secret. And with that tier 3 still available at bottom, Liquid, they have some towers to work with, but I'd imagine they are going to do or die for this set of racks. And if they lose it, then the game becomes really impossible.
So Liquid back against the ropes, have to dodge pretty much multiple killing blows now, even if this push doesn't work out for Secret.
Yeah, they've got
still going to be on the edge.
They likely have to win consecutive fights. If they can win a decisive fight here and not lose their racks, then the game sort of becomes reachable.
It opens up a little bit, right? And then you can push out ways, you can do the Sven wisping.
I'd say they have to win consecutive fights without losing racks.
Yeah.
For this game to be within reach still. The way that was worded though, I thought that meant that he was within the top 4% of all deaths. I was like, man, he dies a lot. But actually has 0.
Not this puppy. Not this game anyway.
Now they're just taking out all the shrines at Liquid. They just have to huddle around their base. No buyback on that Sven. Does have that completed BKB now though, which is going to help him out quite a bit. And Secret using this opportunity to just farm. I like this a lot. They're scaring Liquid into thinking that the 5-man push is coming at any moment. And during that time, all 5 of them are just hitting creeps.
Yeah, might as well get a little bit more of an advantage. I don't know what items they're going to be picking up that is going to change the next 2 or 3 minutes. Because eventually they are going to go for that push, right? Just a little bit later when the Aegis is closer to expiring.
Yeah, when there's 3 minutes on that Aegis, what's the point?
Yeah. And we are at that 3-minute marker. Secret start skedaddling over to the bottom lane. First Blink Dagger being picked up by a lot of heroes on Team Secret. They want to have the mobility advantage, it seems, and continue to kite that Sven around. Looks like Ace is thinking about picking up a Blink himself. We have the Necropost grab one as well.
He's actually changing builds.
Okay, back to the butterfly. More of a damage dealing aspect.
He's got Aegis. I don't think it means too much. He has Diffusal for the chase. And Bada trying to go for a Lincoln, counteracting that Bat Rider as Secret. Maybe now is the time for them to gear up. 15,000 gold built up at just 30 minutes into the game. Liquid doesn't really have a lot worth. 35,000 total net worth against the 50 of Secret. That is still a 10-second BKB though on both of their cores that they haven't been able to flash quite yet.
And they could do God Strength plus Blood Rage on Miracle, which is the potential for a lot of damage if Secret screw up their position.
And Ace, I'm gonna walk up the high ground.
Smoke.
Mind control, touch the Firefly. What's the initiation that they're looking for? They gotta drag somebody in deep.
Oh my god, actually just gonna blow up the Sven. He's down for a minute and a half before Liquid can jump. Secret actually get the initiation first. Now they make the jump in and are gonna be able to get Fada, but it's a bit too late. They're only gonna make it a 4 versus 4 with Ace on top of them. Trying to finish off Kuro is gonna be able to bring down the Spear Breaker. Now GH's next target going for the Diffuse Blade. He's gonna be able to catch him, but Tumbaman gets the silence onto the Juggernaut, but it's gonna be met by Mid-1. Immediately disables up, not gonna be able to do anything. The Force Staff buys a little bit more time, but slowed down by so many Diffusive Blade charges, and is gonna go down to Ace. Triple kill there. Secret have locked Liquid inside of their fountain. A minute left on the death timers of both the Sven and the Bloodseeker. Liquid's making the damage all Secrets. They're gonna be able to take both mid lane and probably bottom lane.
Secret, they want revenge for what happened to TI, knocking Liquid out. Their favorite patch right now. They're making their way bottom.
Charge on through. Okay, that's a good charge. Right as the Apps are trying to jump for it, but they still manage to get the win skill. And Mind Control just doesn't have the damage to do a whole lot. Puppey gets another heal thanks to Mid-1, and it's going to be just enough to be able to get out of here. It seems like Kuro is going to die on that back line. He's trying to charge on through. Bowling ball, he is not. Team Secret only chopping down. Whole bunch of sorries being spammed out by Fada as he's about to knock his former team out of ESL ONE Hamburg. Another stun comes out. Man does manage to get the BKB on the time, but just doesn't have the rending power to be able to stop this one. Now they manage to get the Rupture plus the lasso, pulling it down to half health. Hits over the shrine, but Ace is able to pop the finish. Just running after Mind Control. He's going to be able to get the heal off, and he is good. Miracle, okay, he's got his... Never mind. Fada managed to get off a little bit of Decrepify action. Delays his own death. He eventually does go down, but it doesn't stop the Mega Creep being done by Team Liquid. Oh, Finger Death and Reaper Sight from the edge there. Secret do manage to pick up yet another kill, but now they can just full-on retreat. They've got Megas by 32 minutes. It would take a real miracle, not just the player, for Team Liquid to be able to come back from this kind of advantage.
Yes, and even with the BKB charges, without a Diffusal, without a Radiance on their Bloodseeker, things seem pretty bleak right now. As with no racks available, they do still have their tier 4 towers up.
Team Secret are just not letting up. They're going back into the base. They're going to get Vision down. they're not going to give any opportunity for Liquid to just kind of chill out, you know, farm a little bit. They're going to keep their foot right on Liquid's throat.
There's no BKBs, there's no God String on Miracle. They likely wait for the Pugna anyways, just to cement this game.
Yep.
They're even pinging Roshan. Oh, Secret, they don't want to throw this game.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen them in a major final. I think the last time was Shanghai. That has been so long. Secret fans have been waiting for a Secret team to finally get back on top, and they don't want to throw that away.
31 to 10, 23K. The metrics go on and on, supporting Secret's dominance of this game 3. But Liquid, they are going to fight it out. They're going to hold on to the faintest hope that they can come back from Megas so early on into the game as well. It's going to be a long, hard slog, and pretty much everything has to go perfect for them just to have a chance.
They got one of the better heroes dealing with mega creep stuff.
Try to do something a little cheeky. Went way outside space, trying to farm some of the enemy jungle. Ends up getting popped by
And he's gonna go down quite easily here as Secret. Continuing to tighten the noose as they've got White the lead built up 25K now. Secret, they're running down mid. Everyone joining soon.
Sure, on aim. Goes to the spin. Doesn't have a TP out. Liquid are gonna try and go out there. Gets turned around on instant chase. Dagon makes short work of him.
He didn't even have enough time to get the Reaper Scythe off.
Yep.
That's how fast his breath was. Now here we go.
Megas.
Their 4 towers are being pinged.
Miracle deals with the Megas. Flooding in. Another stun. Finger death. No Reaper Scythe. Good defensive force stab coming out from Liquid. Is going to be able to save that one. And now the pullback into the fountain. Into the Necrophos. They're going to be able to take him down pretty easily. And Miracle does do a lot of damage. He jumps forward onto Ace. They brought down both the tier 4s. Miracle wants his vengeance though. He goes for Fawn in the back line. Does have a stun up coming in a second. One chop, 2 chop. That's all it really takes. But they managed to dodge out with a defensive force stab. And now Decrepify. He's going to be able to live. And now Ace is able to jump in with a Hex. BKB gone from Miracle. Allows him completely susceptible to Team Liquid. And that's it. Secret, they've done it. Completely jubilant as they managed to take down the TI champs and are going to be heading to the finals of ESL ONE Hamburg.
Oh, this must feel so sweet for them. It's been a long time coming for Puppey. The rest of his young squad hasn't experienced